All right, guys, how's it going? It is time for another today's exclusive. Now, I'm a little bit behind because obviously I'm on the move at the moment. I've been traveling a couple of days and I'm in England. So I saw this post on X exclusive, right? Liverpool are plotting to overhaul their attack this summer. Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz are both expected to leave, while Diogo Jota could also be sold. Could also be sold. So we're going to click through to this exclusive. We're going to take a look at it together. And on here it says exclusive. Diogo Jota among high-profile exits in era-defining overhaul. All right, and this is on Anfield Watch by Sam Maguire. Right, let's go through this together and see what we think about it. Another summer of change is on the horizon for Liverpool. Another summer of change. When was the last one? What was it? Have I missed something? Going back 2 years. During the summer of 2023, the Reds focused on rebuilding their midfield. Um, okay. Last summer, the focus was on behind the scenes with Arne Slot replacing Jurgen Klopp, the return of Michael Edwards and Julian Ward, and the appointment of Richard Hughes as sporting director. That was all before the summer, though. Yeah. I'm not being picky. I'm just saying. At the end of the current campaign, there looks set to be an overall at Anfield. Okay, so we can't read all of the article out. They're actually talking about the contract situations here of Virgil and Mo Salah and Trent. Did you hear that air freshener keeps like making noises? Um, Talk about a left back being an inevitable goalkeeping situation is discussed here as well. Blah, blah, blah. But let's keep going. There's a lot to do already. It's going to be even busier, though, with Anfield Watch sources learning Slot, Hughes, and the recruitment team are planning to revamp Liverpool's attacking options. Okay. Now, in big, bold text, it says Liverpool's front line set for summer revamp. Um, let's see what I don't want to read all the article out to you. Liverpool would have sold Darwin Núñez in early January had a bid of £85 million been placed for the enigmatic Uruguayan, as exclusively revealed by this lot last time. I think that's quite funny, really. Like Liverpool would have sold him for 85 million if someone had have offered him had offered 85 million. I think Liverpool would have sold him for a lot less than that. To be honest with you. Anyway, the Reds are convinced clubs from the Saudi League will return for their number 9 in the summer. And after 3 years of false storms, there seems to be an acceptance that it is the right time to sever ties. Yeah, because he's shy. It's that simple. I don't think there's any surprises here if Darwin leaves in the summer, and I actually think he will go on if he does leave in the summer. If they can find someone stupid enough to buy him, no, I mean I do think if he goes somewhere else and he becomes the main man, I can see him being like, we'll look at him and go, where the fuck was that player? I can see that happening with him. To be honest with you guys, there's also belief that Luis Diaz will be a target for the Saudi league. This has become the easiest thing ever. Do you remember when like Chelsea came into money with Abramovich and then Manchester City? Being a football journalist or a football hack at the time was the easiest thing ever. Just linked everyone with Chelsea, everyone with Man City. Now, because the Saudis, want everyone for their Farmers League, it's just easy to link a player with the Saudis, isn't it? Um, it says the 28-year-old will be in the final 2 years of his deal this summer. And though talks over a new deal had been reported, things haven't progressed. Anfield Watch has learned Slot has become frustrated with the Colombian as the season has progressed. Now, listen, if you follow my my content closely or my updates, we touch on the Spanish football dailies every day of the week usually. Luis Diaz was wanted by Barcelona in the summer. They still keep mentioning him every now and then. When I say they, I'm talking about the Catalan media, specifically that write about Barcelona. But Barcelona, to bring someone in, they've got to get someone out, that kind of thing. One out, one in. Um, we know that Papa Diaz has flirted with them. Uh, Luis Diaz is apparently rejected a new contract offer from Liverpool in November. This was also mentioned in January by Sport, and but I don't know if Luis Diaz. I don't know if they were referring to him rejecting two offers or whether they were just talking about the previous offer in November. It would be easy for me to say to you, to make an assumption, say, oh, he's rejected Liverpool twice. I don't know if that's the case, guys. I don't know. They didn't present it very well when they've been reporting about it. So at least once, Luis Diaz is believed to have rejected a contract offer from Liverpool. And the suggestion at the time, this was back last year, the end of last year, was that Liverpool felt that he would sign a new deal with them, but if he didn't, they'd get rid of him this summer, right? The summer of 2025. Now, last year, Liverpool denied that they were interested in selling him, but all the reporting in Spain was saying that no, Liverpool are willing to sell him. They've named a price. So I don't think people that follow me would be surprised if Luis Diaz was sold in the summer. I think that's one of the obvious ones. If he signs a new contract, then great, obviously, but I don't think it's difficult to write an exclusive and say that Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz could be sold in the summer, is what I'm saying here. Uh, There's also doubts over the future of Jota as well. Well, again, let me continue. Anfield Watch understands that he's another who is frustrating the Liverpool manager. He's not just frustrating the Liverpool manager, is he? This is a very good player, but his injury record, of late is abysmal. And we've spoke on live streams. I think only about a week ago, and went through these three players. Like who could be. Made available, who could leave. I think if they could find a buyer for those three players, I think that yeah, I would see them go. But so I don't really see how it's like an exclusive, if that makes sense. It'd be like saying exclusive. Endo might be allowed to leave in the summer. Do you know what I mean? Give me an exclusive that is like makes you go fucking hell. That's a surprise. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought they'd have done that. It's always exclusives that are just so easy to come up with. I think. Uh, Federico Chiesa was a free hit, and it hasn't necessarily paid off yet. He isn't for the chopping board, as he's viewed as a value for money squad option. But again, if an offer arrives that suits the club, he could also depart. There is a detailed conversation on the members' website about all of these things. I don't know what it is. I did contribute it to the other day. I listed the players that I thought were available for transfer, and I think there's a significant amount of players that are available for transfer. They can't all be sold, obviously. Players that go out in theory need to be replaced, so that's not always the case with Liverpool under this ownership. Um, like I said, I recorded a video last week. It got restricted by YouTube for profanity. I think I swore on it too much. Um, it was a I thought it was a really, really good video. I think it was titled something. Let me find it. I'll tell you what it was. I had to restrict it because I did make an appeal, but I lost the appeal when a human reviewed it. If you get a chance to watch it, let me see if I can find it. Brace yourself. Absolute Anfield carnage is coming. If you are a channel member, go and watch that video. I thought it was my best video that day. I got to be honest with you. But if you're not a channel member, basically in that video, I was talking about the carnage that potentially is hanging over us at the moment. Like the things that we've got to talk about, the things that have to be organised, resolved, if you like, the contract situations, Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Real Madrid, what's going to happen with these three things, also I talked about Canate and Luis Diaz, these exact things. Darwin Núñez, what's going to happen with him? What's going to happen with Kelleher? Some people think Allison's available. There are other, key players. Gomez, for example, will he be moved on? Endo, will he be off? Chiesa, what the fuck's going to happen with him? Is he finally getting a good night's sleep and all that? so many things. I think going into this summer, that's I don't know if it's worrying, but certainly a lot of things that really need sorting out. So, I was basically saying that Anfield Carnage or whatever I titled it is fucking imminent, and I do think that, guys. But in terms of an exclusive here, I don't think this is much of an exclusive, do you? Exclusive. Three players might leave that all of us wouldn't be surprised of. Give me an exclusive, exclusive McAllister to be made available in the summer. We'd all go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That would be an exclusive if it happened. Yeah. So again, just nonsense, in my opinion. But I thought I'd run it by you. Uh, Anyway, I'll leave it with you with that. Okay, I'm going to jump off. I will be live on here at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Monday. If you want to join me for an hour, I won't be live this evening, and I'm due to fly back to Spain tomorrow. It's very foggy and cold here, so I'm looking forward to that. So I, hope, all being well, that we will have a live stream on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock UK time. But for now, there'll be a live stream this afternoon at 1 o'clock, guys. I'd love you to come along and say hello to me and keep me company for an hour. All right. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. What do you think? Drop me a comment about what's in this video. And as I'm in England, instead of saying if you want to buy me a coffee or a beer, I'm going to say if you want to buy me a Greg's, you can hit that super thanks button, the love out of the video, and I give you a shout out in my next morning briefing. There's Greg's everywhere here, in the northeast of England. They're fucking everywhere. Good job I don't live here. Do you know what I mean? Fucking Greg's. Oh, a steak bake. All right, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day and hope you had a great weekend. I'll speak to you real soon. There